What is up, guys? I'm Ryan with Ryan Epps Fishing, back out on the water today. In today's video, we are back out here on Douglas Lake, and the big girls have showed up to play. Y'all stick around, we're gonna have fun today. Well, there you go. Little fella up there shallow. But got one on the old Fluke this morning, running a little bit of shad. I'll take it. That's a better one. Yep, that is a better fish. That's a good one. Oh, biggin', 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 biggin'. Oh, come here. Come here. Yes! Giant. There you go. Woo! That's what I'm talking about. Douglas Lake stud. I can't even hardly fish right now. I'm shaking. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. That's why you do this. Little bitty guy. Not a very graceful catch, but that's a nice smallmouth right there. Nice Douglas Lake smallmouth. Oh, come here. Well, I wasn't expecting that. Smallmouth. Little feller. Good one. Yes. Ha-ha. Wanted him some springtime lizard action, I'll tell you. There we go. Good, big one. Big one. Big one. Oh, come here. Ah. Yes. That's what I'm talking about right there. Ooh. Got him. Another little male that's pushed up there, but he smoked that lizard there. Might be on to something here with this smoother rock. Definitely seems to be what they're on more than anything. Oh, little fella right there. He's blind in one eye. Which don't hurt my chances none at all. That'll work. I like it. Right there where he's supposed to be. Right there, secondary point, leading into the back of a spawning pocket. Little male there. Yes. That is just about the ugliest bass I have ever seen in my life. I ain't even gonna mess with that one. That's the ugliest bass I ever seen. What in the hell? I ain't messing with that one. That sucker right there done got some kind of disease. That shit right there might make you itch or something. No sir. I'll take the bite though. Alright guys, let's talk about what worked today. I have actually been out here 2 mornings this week, and that's what the clips from today's video are from. They're from 2 mornings. And you'll notice that this morning I am dressed a whole hell of a lot warmer than I was the other morning. That first morning that I was out here had temperatures in the upper 70s, you know, 75. Pretty nice out here. This morning wasn't. We had a pretty big cold front hit last night, and it got down into the 30s. And I think the high today was only like 50 some, so had to break back out to warm clothes. Unfortunately, that kind of ticks you off, but hey, gotta do it. Anyway, let's talk about what I found out that worked. Starting off, especially that first morning, as I bury a crankbait in my pants there. At first morning, right after daylight, I was seeing a lot of breaking fish, a lot of fish running shad. And what I was able to do, and you saw me throw this bait on a spinning setup and a bait caster setup, and that is a Zoom Fluke rigged weightless. If you have watched my channel for any amount of time at all, and you've seen me throw a fluke before, you know that I pretty much throw one color. That color is Zoom Albino. I've got one right here. I'll show it to you. Outstanding color. It looks so much like a shad in the water. That color right there gets work done. Zoom Albino. And how I'm rigging this, I'm going to show y'all how I do it. Whether I'm throwing it on a bait caster setup or spinning setup, I'm not throwing any weight on it, not even a swivel, no split shot, no bullet weight, no belly weighted swim bait hook, nothing like that. Totally weightless. Reason being, when I'm fishing a fluke, 9 out of 10 times, I'm working it just under the surface of the water, almost like a topwater bait. And you know, it is just deadly on schooling fish. But I'll show you how I rig it. The hook that I use is just your standard VMC light wire Z-bend worm hook. Nothing special about it. I like the light wire hooks a little bit better because it doesn't add any more weight to that fluke than needs be. Like I say, I'm just wanting that thing to work right under the surface. So how I rig it, you're just going to go right through the top. It's like that. Get you a little meat there. Turn, come through, and then it's going to have a slit in the belly right there. Lay your hook, see where it's going to come through. Push that through, and I'm actually exposing the hook. And that looks like shit. All right. I'm actually exposing that hook just a little bit, like that right there. Okay? And like I say, you can put this on whatever setup you want. Throw it on light line. I throw it on fluorocarbon. You can throw it on mono. Mono floats. So if you're really wanting to keep it up there at the surface, that mono can help you out a little bit. But I'm not going to swap out my fluorocarbon for monofilament just to throw a fluke. But that's how I rig it right there. Like I say, when I would see fish schooling, see them running up and busting shad, I was throwing that fluke right there, working it pretty fast, and getting them to come up and hit that while they were chasing those shad. Now, I had to kind of play around after that. I got on that bite, and once that died off the first morning, and then this morning, I didn't have that bite at all. And so I kind of had to adapt and change and get on another pattern. I had a two method approach here. Number one, and this is really complicated stuff right here now. How's this for simple? The old Texas rig. Okay, I got a 3/8 ounce tungsten weight right there. I've got your same old VMC light wire Z-bend worm hook. And I have got a Zoom 6-inch lizard, if I can hold on to it. Standard old Zoom 6-inch lizard right there. In the springtime, once that water gets up in the 60s, I'll start throwing plastics a lot. So we're there now, and in the springtime, to me, there is no better plastic at all than a lizard. It's so natural. It's got plenty of movement, coupled with the fact that their brains are just engineered to hate everything about a lizard in the spring. And it's just an outstanding bait this time of year. In the backs of some of these creeks, you know, you can find some river rock, some flat, round rock. And, you know, it's almost a smooth gravel. And they really like that kind of stuff this time of year. So I used this in areas like that. Places that I was targeting more today were areas that secondary points back in these feeder creeks off the main creek, where the point would come out and just widen into kind of a flat, so to speak. And in places like that, you can throw a Texas rig. I mean, all day long you can throw it. But for me, it's not as efficient as you want to be. You know, you're looking at a pretty good area right there, especially when you really don't know where the fish are at yet on that particular structure. A Texas rig is just too slow for me. So what I do in situations like that is I pick up the Carolina rig. And you'll see on my Carolina rig, I'm using a shorter leader right now. And I've got about 1.5 foot leader. 2 foot is the biggest leader I've used here over the past couple mornings. But I have got the exact same Zoom 6-inch lizard. You know, and it's just your basic Carolina rig. If you need to know how to rig up a Carolina rig, y'all can go back and watch my Carolina rig video. It'll tell you everything you need to know about a Carolina rig. I've kind of played around with it today because I have been fishing such shallow water. I've played around with the weight a little bit. And I've been, you know, going back and forth between a 1/2 ounce and a 3/4. I like a larger weight on the Carolina rig most of the time, even if I'm fishing shallower water. But I kind of settled on the 3/4. And what's unique about this is something you don't see every day. There's 2 weights on there. All right. Now, I bet you that none of y'all can tell me why I did that. It's a real damn scientific reason why I done that right there. I mean, this is top secret stuff. And this stuff, I think when 2 weights bang together, they make a really unique sound profile, and that's what the bass were targeted. I'm just kidding. The reason that there's 2 weights on here today is because I bought a bunch of tungsten last night, and I forgot it in the back of the truck up there at the parking lot. So my bigger tungsten for my Carolina rig is in the back seat of my truck. So had to make do today. That's what we got. I just added some up on there. 1 + 1 = 2, and that's what we went with today. Not doing anything fancy with the Carolina rig. What you see is what you get. Throwing it out and dragging it. Don't get any easier than that. Now, the color. Y'all saw that lizard. Let me grab one here. I love this color lizard. Works everywhere I go. This color works. But I didn't start out throwing this color. This is black chartreuse tail. Your standard Zoom lizard. They will eat it. I don't care if the water's muddy. I don't care if it's clear. I don't care if it's raining. I don't care if there's a tornado blowing outside. They'll eat this color. I've said it before, I'll say it again. Chartreuse always works on Douglas. Period. That's what I was doing. That's what we were catching the fish on. Now, what was I throwing it on? The Carolina rig. Like I say, go back and watch my Carolina rig video for specifics, but I am throwing it on a Duckett Go 7'3" heavy. The reel that I'm pairing it up with is a Quantum Smoke S3, 7.3 to 1 gear ratio. I'm running 14-pound test fluorocarbon mainline with a 12-pound test fluorocarbon leader. I did go to the lighter line. The places that I'm throwing, there's not a lot of snags, not a lot of nasty stuff, and anytime I get a chance to go down in line, I'm gonna do it. So that is my setup for the Carolina rig. My Texas rig setup on these smaller Texas rigs, I am throwing it on a 6'10" Duckett Triad medium. Fantastic rod for this. Paired that up with a Daiwa Tatula 100 XS. That's a 8.1 to 1 gear ratio reel. I like the higher speed reels anytime I'm dragging baits. That's all I got for y'all today, guys. If you like the videos, make sure you go hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and hit that notification bell. That's going to let you all know when I put out all my new videos. If you got any questions or comments for me, go ahead and leave those in the comment section down below. I will get back to y'all with any answers that I can give you. Until next time, y'all make some time, get out there on the water and catch you a few. I'm Ryan Epps. Y'all have a good one.